for another Mario Ramon discussion. Today we're going to discuss And Just Like That. It is the sequel of Sex in the City, our girls, okay? But it is minus Samantha and Mr. Big. Or Biggs. So, you know, before we get into the video, if you like the video, definitely like the video below. Subscribe to my channel if you should be led to, and comment. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, all right? So first of all, my question is, number one, have you watched the show And Just Like That? It is the sequel of Sex in the City, and it's showing. So basically, let me speed you up because last night was the final episode. Hold on. It sounds like my zodiac sign is S. Hold on. I have the gum in my mouth. And you know Dr. Maddie Moss will slap me and my shadow. She was like, you and your dog can get it. You chewing gum. So yes, it was an S convention. But check this out. So basically, oh yeah, oh, and I'm giving you drama because it's Sex in the City, so you got to dress. You know what I'm saying? You got to give the drama of it all. All right, so check it out. And it's a short set too, so I feel like super sexy with these legs. My zodiac sign on my leg, toothpick. But it is what it is. You got to work what you got, okay? That's what I got. Check this out. So Carrie, you know, the whole show has been about, so the whole Sex and the City show has been about Carrie finding love. So finally, she's found love in Biggs, and he's found love in her. This is in the movie, you know what I'm saying? We've seen the TV show and we've seen the movie, both movies and everything. And we've seen him stand Carrie up at the altar, and then we've seen him just get married at the Justice of Peace, and we've seen when he couldn't be with her, and all of the bit. It's just too much. So we've been going through this emotional roller coaster with Carrie and Big for like 400 years. And when Big, left her at the altar talking about, I'm nervous. And she was like, I knew you would do this. And then she took them roses and she beat his ass. You hear me? She gave his ass 1 pounds. So they finally got married, Justice of the Peace, like I said. And then now, that they did the movie and everything, and she kissed somebody after they got married when she went to Egypt. I think she kissed her old fling. It was her old fling, the one who she really liked before Biggs. You know what I'm saying? So she saw him in Egypt and she just started getting moisture down in this area, and she reacted on the Niagara Falls of it all. The Niagara Falls of it all. Carrie was like, you about to take some of this, honey, whether you want it or not. And so then she felt guilty and she had to tell Biggs. And then Biggs, yeah. So y'all have to watch the movie. The shit is good. So now let's get on last night's episode. So basically now, she and Biggs are happily ever after, and this is And Just Like That. So it's a sequel. They're happily ever after. He's working out. She comes home. His ass is dead on the floor from riding this bike, the Pella bike. Now I was like, if I were a chef, I wouldn't want somebody to taste this chili and then die on the damn ground. So I'm like, did the bike people give them permission to let him ride the bike and die, or did the producers just say, may we use your bike, and they didn't tell them how they were going to use the bike? Because I don't think that was a good PR or good marketing for the bike. I'm just I'm asking for a friend. I'm lying. I'm asking for me. I'm lying. I'm asking for me. But yeah, Biggs, he's riding the bike. And all of a sudden, and he's healthy, they're eating healthy, they're showing their diet, they're drinking good wine and eating, you know, healthy and shit, and he's riding. So I'm like, how the hell he have a heart attack? How he have a heart attack? And then he hunched over and shit, and when she found him on the ground, oh, that's when I was about to cry. Okay, I did cry. It was just a little bit, because, they kind of like my cousins. The girls, all three of the rest of the girls, even Samantha. Samantha's your favorite auntie, honey, who's a mess. She's a hoot. So yeah, so Biggs die, and then she gets this wedding. It was the Bland Carrie special, because you know how Carrie is. She goes big on fashion, but low on everything. Low on everything. What do you mean, Mario? I meant like her Vera Wang dress that she wanted, or it was just regular dress. It was a regular dress for her wedding. And then, so Carrie's not really extravagant, but she does dress her ass off. We love her clothes. Oh my God, the clothes in this show. Okay, so listen, Biggs is dead. Now, um, Samantha, she's not in the show anymore. She said, bitch, you can pay me enough to get back in this cast. And I'm like, what did they do to Kim Cattrall? Where she's just like, hell no, I won't go. Hell no, I won't go. Kim Cattrall's like, honey, I don't like you, and you know that. Remember when Shanae told Gina on Martin, Shanae, she put her finger in Gina's face. She said, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. I don't like you, Gina, and do you know that, bitch? That's what Kim Cattrall told Gary. Yeah, I can't imagine, because they seem like such good friends on the show. Now that's some good ass acting. They need the Golden Globe or the Oscar, because if they really don't like each other and the way they act like they like each other, I need them to get a damn award. Please do not pass them by. Do not pass them by. Honey, give them the award, because I believe that they are truly, truly best friends. And if you telling me they can't stand each other guts to the point where they don't even want to work together and make this money, can you imagine how much money Kim Cattrall must have in order to turn down this money? Oh my God. It's too much. So listen, let's get to it. Miranda. It's the Miranda show, because after Carrie and Big, after Big died, and do you think they killed Big because he was allegedly in some trouble? Like, because I can't imagine them killing off Big. Like, why would he be in just an episode? He was on, honey, by the time he was on episode one, by the time the commercial came on, and by the time it went off, he was gone. We never saw Big again. Shit, I'm like, did he say bye? Was he in the credits? He had never said nothing to us. He just left, honey, eat and run. Okay, and so Big was gone. So Samantha, they keep making references towards Samantha or about Samantha in her texts. They're making a lot of references like, hey girl, hey Samantha, so and so and so and so. So I think that's cute how they're doing that, and how Samantha sent the flowers for Big's funeral. I love that because they're still showing that Samantha is a part of the family, yeah, and everything like that. I just wish that they would get it together. Get your shit together. It's like, I hate when you guys make us fall in love with your ass and then you break up. Hey, In Vogue. Shit, don't think your ass is safe. Y'all giving us free your mind and the rest will follow. And then I wear tight clothing, high heel shoes. And they're doing all that. And then, oh, we broke up. Huh? Wow. I've been got. I've been hoodwinked. I don't know what that means, but that was in that movie. What does that mean? Can somebody tell me what that means? God knows I don't know what it means, but I do. I know I heard it in the movie. But listen, Ari Nicole Parker, I thought she was going to take Samantha's place, which no one can take Samantha's place except for Vanessa Williams. Now, Vanessa Williams was strong. Remember how she came up in Desperate Housewives, and she's age appropriate and she's fierce. So I think Vanessa Williams would be a good additive, and she could be Ari Nicole Parker's like, sister or something, and she could be the new Samantha. Because I love Ari Nicole Parker. But now Ari Nicole Parker could give you whatever you give her. If you tell her to act like a peach, she's gonna act like a peach. You tell her to act like a plum, she's gonna act like a plum. She's a great actress. To me, I love her. She was in Cookie Lion and Empire. Now she served the people in our Empire. Ari Nicole Parker, and she's been acting for 400 years. Remember that because I loved her in Soul Food when she met Boris Kojo. Okay, so listen, let's talk about Miranda. Oh my God, shenanigans. Miranda is letting her son make love in the house, and the headboard is hitting the back of her headboard. I'm like, where they doing that at? Now, I like Miranda, but honey, you need to go in there and tell your son, honey, would you like to pay some of this mortgage? But not even still, it's not even about he doesn't pay bills in here. It's a respect thing. He doesn't respect you and your husband. And Miranda, oh my God, let's talk about Miranda. So, first of all, she's going through this thing where she doesn't want to dye her hair red anymore. So, Miranda's hair is salt and pepper these days. It's all salt and pepper. And so, anyway, she falls in love. Now, she's falling in love with Carrie's boss. That's Carrie's boss is a producer, but she's also a lesbian comedian. So Miranda has never even been with a woman before, but I don't know what happened. And she's fallen in love with Carrie's boss. Well, her boss got a gig in LA doing a sitcom. So Miranda is like, she's breaking up with her husband and she's about to move to LA. I said, well, shit, does Carrie Boss have a brother? For one of my other friends, I'm just saying. I'm asking for a friend. No, I'm not. Y'all so crazy. But anyway, um, so Miranda is giving up on Steve, and they've been together, and we've been rooting for them, and he just can't believe that Miranda is leaving him. And so last night's episode, when he and Carrie were painting that wall for charity, they were left in the room alone, and he cornered Carrie, and he was like, "So how long did you know about it?" And Carrie was like, "Oh shit." Damn, I didn't know he was gonna be asking me no shit like this because I would have been partners with somebody else. Because they put people in twos. So two people paint a room, two people paint a room, two people paint a room for this charity, for Miranda's charity. And so Steve came, even though she broke his heart, he just can't wrap it around his mind that she, number one, don't love him. And number two, getting a divorce and she's with a woman. He just cannot wrap his mind around this shit. Poor Steve. And so Steve, he cornered Carrie up against the wall. He said, now look, bitch, y'all are best friends and your funky ass been coming in and out my house, honey. Hey, how are you, Steve? Give me a hug. And you hugging me and shit, and she's doing your boss. And so he was like, did you introduce them, honey? What the fuck is going on? Because Steve was singing, there's a stranger in my house. Took a while to figure out. You can't be who you say you are. You gotta be someone else. Miranda wouldn't touch me like that. And she wouldn't treat me like you do. Steve said she would adore me and she wouldn't ignore me. And Miranda is ignoring Steve's ass. And so now Steve is just baffled. He like, we got a child together. We didn't raise this damn child. He in the other room having sex with his girlfriend, just disrespecting both of us. We got a perfect life. So Steve thought. So Miranda was like, no, honey. She was like, the last time you touched me was the last time you touched me, honey. This lady is over here rocking my honey back out. And Carrie had, some kind of illness and she was, laid to the bed and Miranda was supposed to be there to help Carrie, right? Carrie had a procedure. Okay. And that's okay. Friends can help friends. Give her the Tylenol, give her the water, help her. She's sore. Get her to the bathroom. Honey, Carrie peed in the bed, fucking with Miranda, because Miranda was in there just trying to, humor Carrie's boss. And so the boss came over, I guess to say, hey, Carrie, here's some flowers and shit. And then Miranda was in there. So they went in Carrie's kitchen and did it. Did what? They was all over that kitchen. I would throw up. I'd be like, if you whores don't get out of my kitchen, bitch. Not the kitchen. Y'all motherfuckers can go to the powder room, but not my kitchen. I will follow you home and kill you in your sleep tonight, bitch. Now I know I can't move out this bed, honey, because I can't even pee. She peed in the bed, honey, because she couldn't, because she saw it in the mirror. So she was like, Miranda, Miranda. And Miranda ain't heard shit, honey. That lady was all in Miranda's ear, licking and lapping and loving. Ooh, I seen you, just like they said in the Women of Brewster Place. I seen you licking and lapping all on each other like two old dogs. I seen you. Honey, Carrie's boss was licking and lapping all in Miranda's ear, honey, and just giving her the business, honey. Miranda was like, ooh, I feel alive, honey, like a brand new sunflower. And so she just kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it, and to the point where she just thought about it, and then she kept thinking about it, and then she didn't want her boyfriend, her husband no more. Her husband of years, honey. They've been together for like 17 years, 18 years. Honey, that wasn't right with the Lord. That wasn't right with the Lord. They've been together. Well, no, they've been together longer, but they hadn't been married. They were together, but they weren't married. But when they got married, they had already had the baby by the time they were married. A mess. Miranda. Miranda is still in the show though, honey, with this storyline. I said, ooh, this the Real Housewives of Hoodness. Miranda is acting hood, bitch. The Real Housewives. Remember when Nene said, ooh, the hood. Candy hood. Okay, so it's just a figure of speech, Pumpkin Land. So listen, let's talk. Uh, Charlotte's two daughters are giving it to her so hard and in every way. So one of Charlotte's daughters, and Charlotte is just so perfect. She has honey, she still wears those dress like Leave It to Beaver's mother with the ruffle things up under the dress to make it flare out. Petticoat, is it a petticoat, honey? What is it? Charlotte still wear dresses like Leave It to Beaver's mother's, the pearls, the hair and shit. That's Charlotte. Her name is Charlotte. How much of a killer can say? You ain't never heard no motherfucking killer named Charlotte. Well, what's the name of the lady who slapped the shit out you? Charlotte. You've never heard it. You've never heard it. So Charlotte is Charlotte, and she's been with her husband, and so she adopted the baby before she had her own baby. She was unable to have a baby, so she adopted the baby, and so the baby who she adopted, it's time for her to start her menstrual, and Charlotte is trying to teach her how to insert a tampon, and it's just part of the storyline. And then her other daughter doesn't want to be called a she or he. She's kind of like, honey, she's tan, she's neutral. And so, but you still have, even though you're not a she or a he, we still have to have a bar mitzvah for you, honey. So they weren't having a she-he bar mitzvah. Child, I almost blacked out. You hear me? I said, you better work, Charlotte. It's just too much. So Carrie was trying to date. And so she was dating this teacher, which I just didn't think he was her speed. He looked like Michael McDonald or something like that. I thought he was about to sing, on my own, once again, my, one more time by myself. He looked like Michael McDonald. Shit, I thought he was going, you don't look just like my brother. Whatever that song Michael McDonald was saying. Taking it to the street. Taking it to the street. Yes, he said taking it to the street, huh? So I think that's pretty much everybody. We talked about everybody, but Carrie's date, he looked like Michael McDonald. His wife died, her husband died. So they thought it would be a good thing if they went on a date, but they just didn't mesh together. So, don't put a triangle into a circle. It'll never fit. You'll have problems long term in the future. What else? What else? Oh, but then Carrie, I think she's gonna fall in love with the producer. for season two. So I'm here for season two. They have given it to us for season one, but I'm definitely here for season two. All right, so definitely tell me if you've seen And Just Like That, if you've seen the new show And Just Like That. Comment below and tell me if you like the show, if you don't like the show, if you'll be here for season two. Who's your favorite character? Do you like Ari Nicole Parker in it? Do you think Vanessa Williams will be a good character in it? I think Vanessa Williams will be a great character in it. Oh, you know who else will be good is Gabrielle Union. Why not? I love me some Gabby. All right, guys, comment below, subscribe to my channel, and I love you. God bless you. Have a great day. Peace.